Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of RTHD, and in this episode, one from Esicoo sent me 4 smart Wi-Fi sockets and we're going to review this, so stay tuned. So while we're going through this, please consider liking and subscribing as well. Hi guys, so one from Esicoo sent me this Wi-Fi socket. It's actually a 4-pack, and it's a Wi-Fi socket that uses the power supply AC 100 to 240, load current 10 amps max, and it has a Wi-Fi standard of 802.11b GN 2.4 gigahertz. It's from a company called Esicoo on Amazon. You could check it out. I'm so thankful that one actually sent me this. He asked me to do a review, so this is an honest review of this product. What I like firstly, of course, is the boxing and the information that is on it. So it says control electronics from anywhere using your tablet or smartphone with this smart socket. And turn on devices on and off, check status, create schedules and set timers, add voice control to any electronic device by pairing with Amazon Alexa. So I hope that this will actually be able to work with Google as well. Yeah, so let's get to opening it up. So alright, so I should just mention that this is actually a plug socket. Even though it says smart socket and you would think that it is a bulb socket, it's not a bulb socket, it's actually a smart socket, meaning it goes into your normal plugs. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we have a nice little user manual. Hopefully this user manual is in English. And yes, it's in English, and I actually do see the specs. I do see there's a QR code for downloading the app. There's a Smart Life app apparently for both the Apple and Google Play. So I can see that this seems to support both Apple and Android, which is good. And these things just basically go through how to connect this up. So I'll be going through a little bit more about that in a few minutes. I just want to unbox it and take it out first, and then we'll get to the the setting up of one of these and testing it out and so forth. All right, so as you can see, we have 4, and what I noticed immediately is that it's a nice white plastic, but it feels quite durable. It has, it feels like it has components inside of it, and it's quite it has that solid feel. It's not very heavy, but not too light, so it doesn't feel cheap. It actually feels like, there's probably a relay or something like that in here. There is what seems to be a LED light that I assume will, check to give us an idea whether it is connected or whether it is in pairing mode and so forth. And what I like is the fact that it has 3 pins. Now many devices come with usually 2 pins, and so you have a lot of issues with the 3 pins, but this is also cool because you could also add an extension, extension cable and use it as well there. As I said previously, this is a 10 amp max device, so you should be able to work with your TV. It will work with pretty much light bulbs and so forth. Don't want to plug perhaps even your air conditioner. That's a more extreme example into one of these, because 10 amps I don't believe is enough to do that, but for most household items this should work. Please don't plug these things with your, please don't plug coffee makers and so forth into this. It may draw too much current and so forth. Other than that, it should be fairly safe. So I guess, we see that we have 4 here, 4 3 pins. One of the things I'm actually looking through this, I'm concerned about whether these will fit in a dual socket. They seem a little bit big, and I don't know if they will actually fit, but we'll test that out to see if both could fit into a dual socket. What I can also so what I like here is that I see that it also is FCC rated, and that's quite something that I am so interested in, because a lot of the smart devices that are coming out, some of them don't have FCC rating. And why this is so important to have FCC rating is because FCC is, a governing body that kind of controls the safety of these electronic devices. I do have some other devices that don't have FCC rating, and so this is it's quite nice to have that FCC rating. Gives you a little bit of confidence knowing that it should be a fairly safe device, and it has mechanisms to handle certain surges and so forth. You know, you don't want one of these things to catch a fire and then the insurance companies don't want to cover it because you had you know, a bad device that could have caused it and so forth. So this is excellent. So we'll get to the testing of this soon. I want to show you guys the app setup very quickly. Hopefully it works well, and so let's head over to that part now. All right, so we're back, and now we're going to look for the app. Let's see if we could actually get to the Play Store and have a look for Smart Life. It says Smart Space Life, so let's see if we get that. It seems to be Smart Life, but I'll just make sure. All right, so there's two Smart Lives. I think we'll go with the top one, which is 2 Year Inc. Hopefully that's it. So it's installing there, and we have a few things to do. We actually have to make sure that the device is in AP mode. So let's see if we could get that. Let's first of all install, because it said that you have to install the app first and actually register the app in order for you to first be able to think. So you see it says register, right? You can log in, you'll agree. And right, so it basically let's go through the registration and we'll get back to this point. All right, so I created and I'm logged in, and now we're gonna click on add a device, I would assume. All right, so it has different options here, and I guess I'm hoping that this is the app. This app looks totally different from the one that I see on this, so maybe I have the wrong app. Okay, well, either way, I believe it's an electrical outlet, so this would be probably the one I'm looking for. Power on device and confirm the indicator light rapidly blinks. Alright guys, so it's on right now, but I need to switch it into the AP mode to actually set it up. And so the app, for the app to be able to detect it. So what you have to do is you could either switch it off like this. So you press the button once, it switches off, and then you press and hold, and once you press and hold for a few seconds, it should start to blink on its own, and that means that you can now set it up using the app. Asks me to enter Wi-Fi password. Okay, so I confirmed the Wi-Fi password, and now I'm going to have to actually look, and it's looking for the device at the moment. Hopefully it will pick up the device. It says the device was found, and it says register, and it says there's a smart plug. Sweet. So that's exactly what we wanted. So now I guess you could probably rename that smart plug. We could probably just say smart plug 1, I guess, at this point. And it's in the living room, so I'll choose the living room. Now I click completed, and nice, it tells me it's off, and I can actually click on it and bring it on as well, which is cool. So it was very, very easy to get done. All right guys, so I have these lights hooked up to the smart plug, and I open up the Smart Life app. It loads, and then I see I've already set up the smart plug here, so I can click on it, and you can see that it currently, because it's dark, it basically means that it's off. So as you can see, when I press this button, it comes on pretty fast. You can actually see the light bulb coming on pretty fast, right? So it works pretty well. Let me show you when I switch it off back. Yeah, on. It's quite responsive, very, very fast, and yeah. So this product works really, really well. It's definitely something I would purchase, and for the price, it's not bad. I believe it was $34 US for 4. That's an average. That's definitely less than, I believe, $10 a piece, which is perfectly fine, about $8 a piece for something that is standalone. So guys, I would highly recommend this this smart plug. It didn't give me any problems. It was pretty fast, and it's also Google compatible as well. So guys, thank you so much for viewing, and I guess I'll see you guys again soon. Please like and subscribe for more tech coming your way on RTHD. Bye.